I'm Janet Carlson, and this is Health Now. This morning, my guest is Rick Thomas, founder and CEO of Synergia OC. Welcome, Rick.
Thanks, Janet. Nice to be here.
Rick, you worked for Johnson & Johnson for many years and focused your career on patient compliance, especially in chronically ill patients, before you launched Synergia OC. What did you really want to accomplish in launching this new company?
Well, Janet, when I looked at this, I've been in healthcare for 37 years and worked across, and with over 3,500 of the hospitals and health systems and healthcare professionals in this country. And what I saw was a need for a real dire need in the area of chronic disease, because right now we have over $750 billion a year in wasted healthcare, of which 100 to 300 billion is due to noncompliance. And the whole nature of that is the fact that 75 to 80% of patients, aren't complying with the care pathway plan that a physician's laid out for them. So I looked at this and said, what's missing? What can we do to help make patients in this area of chronic disease be healthier, because most people want to be healthier. So how can we help them be healthier while at the same time bringing down the cost of healthcare in one of the most necessary areas that's out there?
Well, everybody talks about outcomes, better outcomes. How can you actually help accomplish this?
Well, what we do is we come alongside the patient, helping them be more successful, if you will, in carrying out or carrying through the plan that a physician has laid out for them in certain chronic disease areas when they're not with the physician. And logically, if we think about it, most people spend 5 to 10 minutes with a physician every 6 months. Maybe 3 months if they're lucky. But for most people, it's 6 to 12 months. So that's a very infrequent time, maybe a couple times a year, where they get the face time with the physician. And what the healthcare professionals have said is, we would love to have more interaction with our patients, but they can't. Their time's limited, but yet the desire and the need is there with the patient. We provide that, so that when they're not with the patient, when they're not with the physician, we provide that service to help that patient better, if you will, adhere to the plan that's been laid out to them, because each month we're with them, walking alongside them with information, different methods of support that can help them better understand what they need to do, help remind them of things along the way, and advise them in support of the physician the things that they're looking to accomplish to help them be healthier. And through that process, they can achieve the goals that the physicians laid out for them.
So let's just talk about the different components of the program, because we're talking about this, holistic program, but I don't think it's clear, all the elements that it entails.
Right, exactly. And what we do is, when we looked at this and looked at what was necessary,
in order to have better outcomes, better health.
Right. And, when we look at this, the population's very diverse. People have different needs. People have different things that they react to or they engage with. So what we decided to do was put together what the professionals have told us, thank goodness, is a very comprehensive portfolio that can appeal to and be used by virtually every population type that's out there. So we have things that are written materials that go out to people, giving them education, support, insight, things of that nature on various disease areas that they're dealing with. We provide phone support to them on an ongoing basis, because we provide that high touch and that tactical, if you will, that tactile interaction with them on a personal level. We also provide them with technology to assist them, whether it's a mobile application, other technological means to where we can send reminders out to them via email, text message, different methods, so that whatever is their preferred method and a timely method, we can assist them in providing the right tool for the right person with the personal interaction powered by technology to make them more successful, because it's all centered around the key metrics, health metrics, that the healthcare industry is looking at to help gauge improvement in various chronic disease areas. So if we start with those core metrics and say, how can we improve in those areas, then we have the tools and the mechanisms to assist the patients that are dealing with those. We can be more successful with them.
Right. So it's the physician can mix and match what components they want for the specific patient.
Yeah, they can. Absolutely. And so what we do is we just try to have that patient be more interactive. And as one of our clients have said to us, this really enhances patient involvement, which translates into a better healthcare model. So, if you think about it, and that's what we did when we built this, when we built the portfolio of services, it said, we talked to the professionals, we talked to people across the country, and we said, what is it that's missing? What is it that you're looking for? What are the ideal tools that would be there if in support of your patients when you can't be there? And that's how we came up with this program, that we have that is comprehensive, it's diverse, it hits all of the various touch points, and we're constantly looking at other means to be able to do that, to bring down the cost of healthcare to where, we've even partnered with people, like we have a partnership with a company called Milligram that helps to bring down the cost of pharmaceuticals that most chronic disease patients are dealing with, because most of them are on 3 to 5 medications in dealing with a chronic disease, and we can help bring down the cost of those pharmaceuticals for them through this program and part of our portfolio. So now we've enriched that portfolio as well, because it's what's important to the patient. It's what can help make them healthier. It's what can help bring down the cost of health care for them as they deal with their particular chronic disease area.
There are other patient compliance programs out there. So how is Synergia OC different and theoretically better?
Well, the thing that comes through as we speak with our customers is the first thing they tell us is they trust us. I've been in healthcare 37 years, and our leadership team is vast in the experience in healthcare, both with technology, clinical aspects, et cetera. And people know that we know this issue. We know that they know that we understand healthcare. And when we did our research, we did our homework in putting together the company and the portfolio of services. It's been recognized, the fact that, as we talk to, tons of people across the country, they understand that we did that, and we have the most comprehensive portfolio of services that are out there. And that trust and that comprehensive nature of what we offer gives them the confidence to turn to us and for them to entrust their patients to us in supporting them in their care pathway. Because in essence, really what we are, they're outsourced patient compliance support team. We customize our program for the physician group, for the hospital or health system or the insurer. And that's a big deal. That's their patients. And they know that with us, what they've said to us is, nobody has as complete a portfolio as what you have, and we trust that you have done this the right way. We trust you as a company, and that's a big difference. It's not just an app. It's not just somebody providing phone support. It is truly a comprehensive solution for them, and we're constantly looking at how to enhance that as well, and we will continue to do that as we go forward. So we have not only the most comprehensive portfolio out there, but we're constantly looking at how to enhance that as well, and backed by the trust and experience that we have as a company and our leadership team, because we understand healthcare. We've been in it a long time, and the folks that we're dealing with, our customers, recognize that.
So you talked about chronic disease. Which chronic disease areas are you focusing in specifically?
Our first foray was with diabetes, and so now we have diabetes, We're dealing with congestive heart failure, respiratory disease, as well as obesity.
It's like COPD.
Yes.
Okay. Any other areas that you're looking to go into down the road?
We are, but I'll stick with those for right now. Those are certainly the most impactful areas that we're looking to address in the foreseeable future.
So that really covers the majority of the healthcare spend, correct?
It really does. It really does, and that's the thing that we're trying to focus on. And some of the folks have also asked us to look at renal disease and a couple of other areas as well. But because the interesting thing is, as we speak with our customers and potential customers, is what they recognize is this is the platform that they prefer, that could cut across all of their key chronic areas. So if they have an area that they would like for us to help provide to them, we're happy to look at that and consider that, because what they see is a consistent solution for their patient population. And so if we need to expand it into some other areas, we'll certainly consider that as well.
How many patient lives will you be covering in 2016?
By the end of the year, the way it looks right now, we'll have over 400,000 patient lives covered. Wow. So it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting, and that's in support of our primary customers, who are physician groups, hospitals and health systems, as well as insurers.
So at the end of the day, how will Synergia OC really change chronically ill patients' lives?
Well, the thing that we love is the fact that we know that it's going to make them healthier, which is really what most patients want. They want to be healthier, and we're going to be able to, help guide them and make that happen. One of the best, and also bring down the cost of healthcare. And one of the things that I guess brings it home is, when we have a discussion with a patient who's participating with our program, and they say, "Thank you so much," to their professional, whether it's a physician or a hospital, and saying to them, "Thank you so much for making this possible for me when I'm not with you. Thank you for caring enough to be able to provide this program to me, and having, the people that are as professional as they are guiding me through dealing with my chronic disease." Boy, what better, compliment can you get than that? And when you look at over time through that process, we're dealing with them every single month on an ongoing basis. We're helping them achieve the better health goals that they're looking for, as well as what their physicians are helping them, hoping that they're going to be improving it. And we, it's just a beautiful thing.
Rick, anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think, the main thing is it's just, a joy in looking at the opportunity to really impact, chronic disease and healthcare in the United States, as well as globally. Now we're getting interest internationally on this, to be able to know that you can really impact patients' lives and help improve the efficiency of the healthcare system for those that are trying to help those patients, physicians, hospitals, health systems, and insurers. And we're just excited to be part of it, and to play our role into making that happen.
Well, my thanks to you, Rick, because you're obviously very focused on making a difference in healthcare in the United States and elsewhere.
Thank you very much, Janet. We appreciate the time.
Well, I'm Janet Carlson, and you've been listening to Health Now.